European and other Western leaders said on Saturday that a US peace plan was a basis for talks to end the Russia-Ukraine conflict, but needed additional work, part of Western efforts to eke out a better deal for Kyiv before a Thursday deadline. Meeting on the sidelines of the G20 summit, European and other Western leaders scrambled to come up with a coordinated response to US President Donald Trump's demand for Ukraine to accept his 28-point peace proposal with Russia by Thursday. Here's more.
Ukraine and its European allies scrambled on Saturday to come up with counter-proposals after US President Donald Trump gave Kiev a tight deadline to approve a deal to end the conflict that accepts some of Russia's hardline demands. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has pushed back against the 28-point US plan. At the meeting of the group of 20 major economies in South Africa, leaders from Britain, France, Germany, Japan, Canada, Italy, Spain, Norway, the Netherlands, Finland, Ireland, the EU Commission and the EU Council met to discuss the joint response to a unilateral US plan for Ukraine. Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer, France's President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz also attended a trilateral meeting on the sidelines of the G20 Leaders Summit on Saturday. They all stressed a solution for Ukraine would have to fully imply Ukraine preserve its sovereignty and guarantee its full security, according to a statement.
Fragility in the Middle East, rising threats of authoritarianism and fragmentation, as well as Russia's ongoing unjustified war in Ukraine. The shockwaves of that invasion are still reverberating through global markets today. It has hit growth, driven up food and energy prices, and deepened persistent imbalances and instability across the world.
As diplomacy gains momentum, Ukraine and the US are launching talks in Switzerland after Washington sent Kiev a plan which accepts some of Moscow's demands. Ukraine's negotiating team has said that consultations will take place between senior officials of Ukraine and the United States on the possible parameters of a future peace agreement. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin has welcomed the US-backed peace plan and said the plan could lay the foundation for a Ukraine peace deal, confirming for the first time that Moscow had received a copy from the United States.
We
have this text. We received it through existing channels of communication with the US administration. I believe it can be used as a basic of a financial peaceful settlement, but it has not been discussed with us in detail, and I can guess why. The reason is the same. The US administration has so far failed to secure Ukraine's consent. Ukraine is against it.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said that real peace is always based on guaranteed security and justice. Earlier, Zelensky said that Ukraine is facing one of the most challenging moments in its history, adding he would propose alternatives to Trump's proposal. Dheeraj Das reports for DD India.